Of the sun, everybody. Welcome back to some more of the Hunger Games Simulator. In the last episode, we did Tim Burton characters, and this time, as suggested by a hunter on YouTube, we are doing YouTubers. So to start us off, I tried to make the first 12 people who are like pretty damn iconic and are household YouTube names for all means, and then the last 12, I just went, fuck it, I like these guys, so they get to be on here. So, for the first 12, the actually popular and iconic ones, you have Mr. Beast. Eh. Cocomelon. No. Markiplier. I like this guy. Jacksepticeye. I also like this guy. Dan TDM. I also like this guy. PewDiePie. I like this guy. T-Series. Never watched. Mark Rober. This is the one I'm probably the most familiar with due to actually watching his stuff more often. Dude Perfect, never watched. Ryan's World, let the poor kid retire, good lord. The Odd Ones Out. Jaden Animations is not with Odd Ones Out. She would Jacob Alpha but that, you can see the dynamic. Anyways, on to the 12 people I actually wanted to put on here. Chugga Conroy, Proton John / Claire. I didn't know what to put on there. You transitioned, I had respect. So I just real name John, nickname Claire. I don't know. Don't sue. Nintendo Capri Sun, Aaron Paulson, Classic Man D, The Game Grumps, Poofesher, Alpha Rad, The Runaway Guys, these three's collab channel, Bob Reese, Discount Dude Perfect but better, Albert Can Cook, and Bruce Do Films. Alright, we've gotten that all done. So, right away, immediately, the two people I'm picking, it's Chugga Conroy. That's the number one I have to go with. He's been my favorite YouTuber since forever, so he's on here. And as for number two, it's a close race between Poofesher and the collab group between the Runaway Guys. But, actually, you know what? Since I can't pick between the two of them, I'll just go with Classic Man D. There you go. Let's proceed. As the tributes stare on the podiums, the horn sounds. Poofesher runs away. Markiplier finds a bag full of explosives. Albert Can Cook, the Runaway Guys, Ryan's World, and Mr. B share everything they gathered before running. PewDiePie, Aaron Paulson, and Cocomelon all run away. T-Series takes a handful of throwing knives. Chugga Conroy runs away from the cornucopia. Alpha Rat shoots a poisonous blood out into Proton Claire's neck, slowly killing her. No! Well, on the bright side, you're going to come back for a last episode of next season, and I already like your content, so I'll keep. So you're probably a guaranteed root for there. No, that sucks. Oh, that sucks. Dan TDM takes a handful of throwing knives. The Game Grumps break Jane Animation's nose for a basket of bread. The Odd Ones Out kills Bruce Do Films for his supplies. Nintendo Capri Sun shoots a poisonous bloater into Mark Rober's neck, slowly killing him. Dude Perfect, Bob Reese, Classic Man D all run away. Jacksepticeye finds some arrows in her quiver. Poofesher tends to Classic Man D's wounds. T-Series discovers a river. Jacksepticeye explores the arena. PewDiePie runs away from the Runaway Guys. Jaden Animation steals from Ryan's World while he isn't looking. Nintendo Capri Sun thinks about home. Mr. Beast stalks Markiplier. Alpha Rad stabs Dan TDM with a tree branch. Albert Can Cook receives a hatchet from an unknown sponsor. Bob Reese injures himself. Game Grumps thinks about home. Cocomelon begs for Dude Perfect to kill her. He refuses, keeping Cocomelon alive. Aaron Paulson receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Chugga Conroy tends to the Odd Ones Out's wounds. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Proton Claire, Bruce Do Films, Mark Rober, and Dan TDM. No district is taken out of play yet, but we did go from 24 survivors to just 20. So let's keep going. T-Series convinces Chugga Conroy to snuggle with them. Cocomelon climbs a tree to rest. Poofesher tries to sing himself to sleep. Jacksepticeye loses sight of where he is. PewDiePie goes to sleep. Nintendo Capri Sun stays awake all night. Albert Can Cook fends Classic Man D, the Runaway Guys, and Mr. Beast away from his fire. Aaron Paulson cries himself to sleep. Dude Perfect receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Ryan's World tends to his wounds. Bob Reese receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. The Game Grumps and Markiplier tell stories about themselves to each other. Jane Animations, the Iwanauts, and Alfred cheerfully sing songs together. I don't know what that was. Bob Reese constructs a shack. Chuck Conroy makes a slingshot. Cocomelon discovers a cave. Aaron Paulson spears the odd ones out in the abdomen. Jacksepticeye searches for firewood. Markiplier attacks Alfred, but he manages to escape. Ryan's World discovers a river. Mr. Beast receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. The Runaway Guys set an explosive off, killing Dude Perfect, PewDiePie, and Jaden Animations. T-Series chases Game Grumps. Nintendo Capri Sun practices his archery. Albert Can Cook tries to sleep through the entire day. Professor receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Classic Man D fishes. 4 more cannon shots can be heard from from the distance. The Odd Ones Out from District 6, Dude Perfect from District 5, PewDiePie from District 3, and Jane Animations from District 6. So that makes it so Districts 3 and 6 are the only ones out, and we went from 20 survivors to 16. Let's keep going. The Runaway Guys, Markiplier and Mr. B sleep in shifts. Cocomelon, Jacksepticeye, Alpharad, and Ryan's World tell each other ghost stories to lighten the mood. Nintendo Capri Sun tries to sing himself to sleep. Hoofesher questions his sanity. T-Series is awoken by nightmares. Game Grumps, Albert Can Cook, and Aaron Paulson cheerfully sing songs together. Classic Man D lets Bob Reese into his shelter. Chuck O'Connor looks at the night sky. Ryan's World receives medical splash from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Beast sprains his ankle running away from Jacksepticeye. Classic Man D does the same thing from Poofesher. Aaron Paulson dies from hypothermia. Chuck Conroy tries to sleep through the entire day. Bob Reese, Game Grumps, Cocomelon, and Markiplier raid Alphared's camp while he's hunting. Albert Can Cook explores the arena. The Runaway Guys diverts T-Series attention and runs away. Nintendo Capri Sun discovers a river. 1 shot can be heard in the distance, and it's Aaron Paulson. So it's still only Districts 3 and 6 completely out, but we did go from 16 survivors to 15. Classic Man D cries himself to sleep. Ryan's World loses sight of where he is. Chuck Conroy sets up camp for the night. T-Series thinks about winning. Nintendo Capri Sun receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Mr. Beast receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Cocomelon receives a hatchet. Unknown sponsor. Markiplier, the Runaway Guys, and Alpharad are cheerfully singing songs together. Jacksepticeye receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. Professor screams for help. Bob Reese sets up camp for the night. Albert Can Cook tends to his wounds. The Game Grumps loses sight of where they are. Bob Reese explores the arena. The Game Grumps divert Chuck Conroy's attention and runs away. Albert Can Cook, Alfred, Cocomelon, Jacksepticeye, and Nintendo Capri Sun track down and kill the Runaway Guys. Ah, yes, track down your own group partner. Okay. T-Series questions his sanity. Mr. Beast injures himself. Classic Man D severely injures Professor and leaves him to die. Ryan's World repeatedly stabs Markiplier to death with sighs. 3 more cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The Runaway Guys from District 11, Poofesher from District 10, and Markiplier from District 2. With that, it's still only Districts 3 and 6 completely out. But we did go from 15 survivors to 12. So we are halfway done. Let's keep going. Alpharad decapitates Classic Man D with the sword. Damn it, Alpharad! Mr. Beast quietly hums. Jacksepticeye, Game Grumps, and T-Series cheerfully sing songs together. Bob Reese receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Chuck Conroy sets up camp for the night. Nintendo Capri Sun and Ryan's World tell stories about themselves to each other. Albert Can Cook poisons Cocomelon's drink, but he mistakes it for his own and dies. That's a skit you actually did. I can believe that. Game Grumps, Cocomelon, Alpharad, and Jacksepticeye, and Nintendo Capri Sun hunt for other tributes. Mr. Beast receives clean water from an unknown sponsor. Chuck Conroy, Ryan's World, Bob Reese, and T-Series hunt for other tributes. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Classic Man D from District 9 and Albert Can Cook from District 12. With that, Districts 3, 6, and 12 are completely out, and we go from 12 survivors to 10. Somehow both Ryan's World and Cocomelon are still in this. Don't let either of them win. Someone kill them. Cocomelon thinks about home. Chuck Conroy defeats Jacksepticeye in a fight but spares his life. Ryan's World defeats Bob Reese in a fight but spares his life. Game Grumps defeats T-Series but spares his life. Alfred begs for Nintendo Capri Sun to kill him. He refuses, keeping Alpharad alive. And Mr. Beast thinks about winning. Cocomelon thinks about home. Alpharad receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Nintendo Capri Sun also receives an explosive from an unknown sponsor. Bob Reese collects fruit from a tree. Jacksepticeye receives fresh fruit from an unknown sponsor. The Game Grumps divert Chuck Conroy's attention and runs away. Mr. Beast overhears T-Series and Ryan's World talking in the distance. No cannon shots. Yes! Bob Rees does what the world needed and killed Cocomelon. T-Series and Game Grumps threaten a double suicide. It fails and they die. Again, wouldn't that mean they succeeded? I don't know. Jacksepticeye starts a fire. Ryan's World kills Chica Conroy for his replies. Fuck you, Ryan's World. You should have retired. Mr. Beast and Nintendo Capri Sun talk about the tribute still alive. Alpharad dies from an infection. The cornucopia is replenished with food supplies, evidence, and memoirs and tributes families, but Bob Reese is the only one decided to go, and he put food in his bag. Yes, Jacksepticeye does the world a favor by getting rid of Ryan's World. Nintendo Capri Sun defeats Mr. Beast in a fight but spares his life. Bob Reese receives fresh food from an unknown sponsor. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. Cocomelon from District 1, T-Series from District 4, Game Grumps from District 9, Chuck Conroy from District 7, Alfred from District 10, and Ryan's World from District 5. Districts 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 12 are completely out. We went from 10 to 4. Between these 4 channels, Timothy Bishop, also known as Nintendo Capri Sun, kick ass, please and thank you. Bob Reese, Mr. Beast, and Nintendo Capri Sun sleep in shifts. Jacksepticeye attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. Mr. Beast travels to higher ground. Nintendo Capri Sun scares Bob Reese off. Only 1 cannon shot and it's Jacksepticeye. So districts 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, and 12 are completely out. From 4 to 3, Timothy Bishop, kick ass, please and thank you. Nintendo Capri Sun and Mr. Beast sleep in shifts. Bob Reese attempts to climb a tree but falls to his death. How is that simultaneously the most unfitting and fitting death for you, considering your content? Nintendo Capri Sun throws a knife into Mr. Beast's head. Yay! I win! Not really, but yay! 2 cannon shots, Bob Reese and Mr. Beast, meaning the winner is Nintendo Capri Sun from District 8. Alright, let's review the rankings. In 24th, Proton John / Proton Claire, somehow the worst performing member of TRG. In 23rd, Bruce Deuce Films. In 22nd, Mark Rober. In 21st, Dan TDM. In 20th, The Odd Ones Out. In 19th, Dude Perfect. In 18th, I'll try it. There, I hate myself. 17th, Jaden Animation. 16th, with 1 kill, Aaron Paulson. In 15th, with 3 kills, The Runaway Guys. In 14th, Poofesher. In 13th, Markiplier. In 12th, with 1 kill, Classic Man D. In 11th, with 1 kill, Albert Can Cook. In 10th, with 1 kill, Cocomelon. In 9th, T-Series. In 8th, The Game Grumps. In 7th, the person I wish would have won, Chega Conroy. In 6th, with 4 kills to his name, Alpharad. In 5th, with 2 kills, Ryan's World. In 4th, with 2 kills, top of the morning to you, laddies, it's Jacksepticeye. In 3rd, with 1 kill, Bob Reese. In 2nd, somehow still the most popular YouTuber despite 2024, and you're somehow still a pacifist, it's Mr. Beast. And the winner with 3 kills to his name, Timothy Bishop, aka Nintendo Capri Sun. With that a bit longer than average, district placements in 12th 3, in 11th 6, in 10th 12, in 9th 4, in 8th 9, in 7th 7, in 6th 10, in 5th 5, in 4th 2nd, in 3rd 11, in 2nd 1, and in 1st 8. Anyways, there you have it for the Hunger Games Simulator. Thank you once again to Hunter on YouTube for the suggestion. And next time, I believe we're doing Minecraft characters, I think. Hold on, let me check. Yes, we are. So until that time happens, the name is Blue Fang, and I bid you all a good west positioning of the sun, everybody. Take care, and I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.